Why the hell it get you started? Got me started. Why did they get me pissed off? Now I'm about to go NFL and kick this off. You really thought that I was this soft? To let anyone in my domain, they need to be taught a serious lesson. Unless you strong as Zeus, there just ain't no use to go up against a madman. You can't win, G. I put you on ice like Richard Kuklinski. So stay away from shadows. When it gets dark, you make one bad move, they won't find your corpse. And the feds won't know where I dropped you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Major Level Entertainment. I am your host and owner of this channel. It's your boy, a Big Major. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel. This is a different type of show. I told y'all I do all kind of shows, not just sports shows. I don't have any Laker news or anything to talk about as of yet when it comes to the Lakers, but I do have a very informative show. Won't be long. I am on the road, heading up to Louisiana to go be with my family for the death of my cousin Daryl. So bear with me. I'm taking a little bit of time to pull over so I can do a quick little show about the dangers of stress. Now, my cousin, my dearly departed cousin, is part of the reason why I'm doing a show like this. Because, you know, he died of a cardiac arrest, not a cardiac arrest, excuse me, heart attack. And he was only 50 years old, just turned 50. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not old. It's old in some senses, but it's not old in some senses. He didn't eat bad, he didn't drink nor smoke. But he also didn't exercise a lot. And he stressed a lot. He was always arguing with somebody or always getting into it with somebody. And of course, with already a weakened state of heart issues or whatever the case may be, that contributed to his demise early. Okay, so black men especially, I'm talking to my brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? My brothers out there, we really got to take care of our hearts. Take care of our minds and everything else that stress can affect. Stress can affect so many parts of your body, and it can affect so many aspects of your life. It ain't even funny. But today we're going to talk about all the dangers of stress, what it affects, and how you can overcome it. How the tactics and methods that I use to overcome it. Okay, so if that sounds good to you, I want y'all to stick around and listen in to this show. Let me give a shout out to my damn nephew, Lewis. Said, what's good, big? Get those likes up and subscribe to the channel. If you are new to the channel, tell a friend and a family member about the channel. Yes, here we go. Hashtag. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my damn nephew. He says, be safe out there on the road, Unc. I'm praying for you and your family. You know how he does this, Lewis. You know how he does it. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get it right off into it right now. I just got one person watching me, and that is Lewis. I'm hoping other people will come in. Once again, if you're coming in, catching on, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Please go over, subscribe to my nephew's channel right there, Louis Quintero. His name is Lakers for Life 50. Please go subscribe to his channel, Lakers for Life 50. Okay. So, without any further issue, we're just going to get right into it. I really want y'all to listen into this show. This is a very informative and knowledge-based show. It's not about sports. It will have something to do with sports because sports plays into it, especially if you play sports. You want to make sure that your heart is right, your mind is right, your spirit is right, because these are the things that stress directly affect your mind, your heart, your spirit. All right. There's a lot of things that stress affect, but I'm gonna name quite a few. Not all, but quite a few. Okay. Stress. Let's look at, first of all, let me tell y'all this. Stress is just as hard on your body as eating junk food. Having a bad diet or not exercising is just as bad as, stress. Stress can kill you probably faster than junk food can, because with junk food, you could just exercise and work that off. Stress, you can't just easily just work that off, because stress is embedded in you. It's in your mind. And when stress already comes into your mind, it's already in your heart and spirit. And that shit is hard to get off, than just getting a few pounds off because you ate a double bacon cheeseburger with fries at 3 o'clock in the morning, which sound pretty goddamn good right now. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to my damn Cuzzo, Chris, aka Gold James, aka Chris, aka Let Me Cook This Nigga Right Quick, aka the Barbecue Brisket Baron of the Bayou, aka Mr. Fuck Around and Find Out, aka my damn cousin on my mama's side of the family, last but not least. Shout out to my damn Cuzzo and my damn nephew for showing up and listening in to Big Uncle Big Cuzzo, because they know I'm gonna give them a good show. They know I'm gonna give them some information that they could use as black men. You know how he does this, so stick around. You understand what I'm talking about? So like I was saying, stress can fuck you up, man. And one of the things stress can do is it can cause you to make bad food choices. Here we go. Stress ties into the junk food I was just talking about. Stress, because when you're stressed about something, you're overthinking it. Stress will cause you to maybe eat that extra rib you're not supposed to be eating. Your doctor told you to take your medication and you didn't do it. Instead, you went off on some eating binge. You 10 buckets of ice cream or 35 donut or some shit like that. Stress can cause you to eat bad. And if it's not already affecting your brain, stress is already affecting your brain and your heart, but now you're eating bad and that's affecting your brain and your heart as well. So stress can be a direct link to how you eat. And that can be double as bad as if you were just eating junk food, but not stressing about it. You understand what I'm saying? So stress can get you, it's a double whammy in that respect. Okay. Another way stress can get you, it can keep you from exercising. Here we go again. What did I just say? If you're eating bad, you're certainly not exercising, and you're already stressing. Now that's a triple threat right there. So you're eating bad, not exercising, and you're stressing. So now you're putting on weight. That's already putting a strain on your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, your liver, and things like that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not good to stress. I just named 2 thus far, 2, and that's already have an effect on your mind and your heart, and then in turn your body. Okay, it keeps you down. That's not good. Okay, let me give you a third way stress fucks with you. It can lead to you to indulge in addictive behavior. Okay, that can lead to obsessive eating. That can lead to obsessive watching of porn. That could fuck with your mind. That can lead to obsessive drinking or smoking. Anything in excess is not good, y'all. It's not good. Stress can lead to anything in excess. It can lead to anything in excess. It can lead to a lack of something, whether it be exercise or lack of eating right, treating your family. I mean, if you have a spouse at home, they may suffer from what you're dealing with. They have to go through it with you. And shout out to my damn nephew, H motherfucking Davis. H motherfucking Davis. Please go subscribe to H Davis too, his channel. H Davis, you know how he does this. He said stress is not good at all. Hell no, it ain't. Hell no, it ain't. H Davis, Cuzzo said, salute HD, salute, nephew. Thank you. He said, happy Father's Day, Unc. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. Whether you be a grandfather, a godfather, a stepfather, a biological father, male guardian, if you a big brother to somebody, if you are a father, a figure to somebody, to a child, excuse me, or to anybody that's younger than you, anybody that look up to you, uncle, whatever the case may be. If you are a father figure and you taking care of your responsibility, or if you're taking care of somebody else's responsibility, it's happy Father's Day to you. You deserve all the goodness that a biological father who gives their kids everything deserves. I am no respecter of persons. A father is a person that takes care of their responsibilities. It ain't always about biology, ladies and gentlemen. It's a person who takes care of their responsibilities. So shout out and salute, big salute to all the fathers out there putting it down day after day, a month after month, week after week, year after year, hour after hour, minute after minute, second after second. sacrificing for their children, sacrificing for those that they care about, sacrificing for their family. I'm talking about the real ones. I'm not talking about deadbeat motherfuckers. Deadbeat motherfuckers need not apply. Happy Father's Day to all the good ones out there. And if you're not a biological father, but you've given some good advice to a youngster in your neighborhood or in your community, if you're giving some good advice, if you're a coach, anything that falls under the guise of fathership or mentorship, I salute you as a father. Thank you for your services. Those are the real MVPs. You know how he does this. We give our mothers all the praise and honor. We need to do our fathers the same way. Shout out to all my fathers out there. You know how he does this. Lewis says, happy Father's Day. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nephew, appreciate that. H. Davis says, I have a lot of nieces and nephews. Then if you are uncle, you are an uncle, you are a father, because I'm pretty sure you've given them good advice, nephew, over the years, and will continue to do so. And what you teach them will carry them into adulthood, and they could be a good father and good mother figure to somebody from the generation after theirs. So shout out to all of those getting out there doing the work, y'all. Okay, so back to it. So thus far, I've given you 3 ways stress can fuck with your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, let's go to another way. Another way stress can fuck with you. It can definitely interfere with your sleep. Why? If you got stress, you got a lot of stuff on your mind, a lot of stuff on your plate. Some of the stuff is unwarranted. Some of the stuff is warranted. Things that you're going to think about. And stress, just because you're thinking about something, don't mean you're always worrying about it. Thinking and worry it can go hand in hand, but it's not always the same. You know what I mean? Sometimes things could be on your mind. Like, I'm a parent. The health of my children is on my mind. I got grown sons. They're out there in New York. They're grown, but I still think about them. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't need to physically protect them anymore. Them motherfuckers just as big as me. And plus, they have me for a father. I taught them every fucking thing they ever known on how to defend themselves, on how to handle business, how to be shrewd businessmen in the business world. You know what I mean? So they're cool. But as a parent, I'm still gonna think about them. Them still my babies. I had them. You understand what I'm saying? At any given point in time, something happened to them. I still got to run out to the East Coast, and I got to go deal with the situation. Let's say somebody harmed one of my sons, whether it be purposely or whatever the case may be. You think I'm just going to sit here and sit in California and be like, they grown, they can handle it on their own? No, nigga, I'm riding out like the Gotti boys. You understand what I'm talking about? I don't give a damn if them niggas is 35, 45, 65, 75, 85. Well, when they 85, I'll be dead by then. But you get what I'm saying. I could be 110 years old. I'm still riding out for my sons. You understand what I'm talking about? As long as God draw breath in my body, ladies and gentlemen, I'm riding the fuck out for my fam. You understand? He built me differently. I'm trying to tell y'all. Salute to all of those out there that's doing what they supposed to do. You know what I'm talking about? Stress can kill you, nephew. You're right about that. Stress can kill you. You know what I'm talking about? Lewis said, what's good? Go, James. Hope everything is good with you, brother. Stay safe out there. Salute to my family, showing love to each other. So, yes, it can interfere with your sleep. Don't worry about anything, y'all. We're going to get into like certain habits and things that I do in order to relieve or keep stress away from me. You know what I mean? I'm probably one of the least stressed individuals, and I work a stressful job. You know, me being on the road is stressful. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm away from my family. And but I know my family's taken care of because I take the necessary precautions to make sure that they're taken care of. So my worry and stress factor is less than it would be if I was that type of person to worry or unprepared. You understand what I'm saying? If I know I'm gonna be going or whatever, and I'm traveling by myself, and I'm leaving the wife and the baby at home, I already know security system is amped up. I taught wife how to kill a long time ago. Plus, she's a doctor. She's a surgeon. She's very surgical with anything, any sharp instrument, any tool. So that's good. And just in case she can't get the job done, I got 3 gigantic ass dinosaur of a dogs. You know what I'm talking about? That can make sure that nobody breaches, you know what I'm saying, the major estates. You understand what I'm talking about? 2 cane corsos and 1 big, gigantic Rottweiler. You know what I'm talking about? You're talking about over 500 pounds worth of muscle, worth of beef in a dog. If you come through that yard, if you could get through them motherfuckers, you a bad motherfucker and deserve anything in my house. Because I promise you, that's the first line of defense. As soon as you hop across that borderline or whatever the case may be, you may not hear no alarm go off. But ladies and gentlemen, I got an alarm system for your ass before you even touch the house. My alarm system is my dogs, and they was taught to creep quietly, silently. Soon as your ass land over the gate and onto the grass, they bum rushing you. I taught them. Kill. Boom, just like that. If it ain't me, if it ain't a recognized family member, if it ain't the wife, it ain't the baby, you kill anything that look like a foreign object to you. Kill it. I'll be home to sort out the details and the bodies later. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to be dangerous when they come to your family. That's what part of being a father is about. That's what part of being a man is about. Staying dangerous. You understand what I'm talking about? I might have to do a show on staying dangerous as a man. You know what I'm talking about? But this show is about stress. So, yes, it can interfere with your sleep. Make sure that you get 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night. I often work graveyards. I often work late nights. So I had to fix my sleep pattern to getting as much daytime sleep as possible. I still try to get my 6 to 8 hours in. I take magnesium. I'm going to get off into like the supplements on another show because I think it's something that you guys need to know, especially as black men. Our bodies are different than everybody else's bodies. So that show would be strictly for us. I want y'all to really pay attention to that. And these are just some of the things that I'm not just telling y'all stuff that, you know, just to sound good. I'm actually telling y'all stuff that's tried and true for me. You understand what I'm talking about? Just like I did the show on the blood types. Have anybody found out their blood types? If you haven't, please refer back to that show. Check your blood type, especially as black men. It is important, man. It is important to check your blood type. It is important to go get you a physical every year, at least once a year. Once a year if you're under the age of 35. If you're 35 and under, go get it once a year. If you're 35 and above, go get it twice a year. Make sure you check those blood sugar levels. Check your A1C levels. Make sure you check your heart. Check your blood pressure. Do that shit and do it often. It is very, very important because by the time you hit the age of 45, you're in what they call the drop dead age. You're in the drop dead age. The reason why they call it the drop dead age is because at any given point, heart attack, stroke can happen. That's just the way life goes. By the time you get to 45, especially if you don't exercise or if you don't eat healthy some kind of way, if you got any kind of stress factor in your life, 45 and above, drop dead age. Got to be careful, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? H. David says, preach. Goat James says, Lewis. Facts, bro. Same to you, fam. We just had a young man gunned down while fighting in the streets of Monroe, Louisiana. West Monroe is where my mama's from. You got to be careful out there, cuzzo. Don't make me come out there for you. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, as a matter of fact, that's where I'm heading, y'all. I'm heading to Louisiana. That's where I'm heading. That's where my folks is. I'm getting up with the family out there. My cousin was from Louisiana. I think he was from Lake Charles. I'm going out there to deal with the family. That's where I'm going. I chose to drive and not fly because I didn't feel like being around people. You know what I'm talking about? So it's going to take me a couple of days to get there, but I'm on the road. I'll be stopping every now and again. I may do a show just to help me kill a little bit of time while I wait and rest over, but that's what I'm doing. So salute to the fam. He said these streets ain't playing and motherfuckers are playing for keeps. No picks either. Lord have mercy. Hey, no, facts. Be safe out there, cuz. Be safe everywhere, anywhere y'all are. Be safe. You know what I'm talking about? H. David says, that goes crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, James. Yeah, man, it is. It's super crazy. Say, hell yeah, HD. Real young guy. I guess trying to help a friend and someone ran up and shot him down. Bitches out here, man. This generation. Motherfuckers scared to squabble. Scared to throw them hands up, throw them dukes like your uncle used to do back in the day, like I still do. Now, here's the difference between your uncle and a lot of these other niggas. I still could throw hands, right? because I'm from that era of throwing hands. But then the young niggas is shooting now. But guess what you think I can do? I can shoot too. I told a youngster one time, youngster was like, oh man, I got a blower for niggas as big as you. I said, you motherfuckers act like we ain't got blowers either. It's just my first line of defense is my hand, because I'm nice with my hands. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the way it is. I'm highly trained. I'm nice with my hands and my feet and the rest of my body. If I grab you, you going up for a suplex. I'm slamming you on your neck. If you boxing with me, I might let you get a couple licks just to see how powerful you are, and then I'm knocking you the fuck out. I might dance around with you a little bit. And if you want to throw feet, I do that too. Remember, I'm a 3rd-degree black belt in American Kempo. You understand what I'm talking about? And I've studied a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I know what the fuck I'm doing. Your uncle's a lethal weapon all around. You know what I'm talking about? I know how to defend myself. But if a nigga can't handle any of that and want to go to the guns, remember, I'm a Marine. You know what I'm saying? 0351. I'm a Marine, combat infantry ground assault level. So I'm one of those dudes that can get you. No matter which way you coming at me, I'll get you. Want to come at me with the guns and the weapons? Fine. I'm highly trained to do it. Still, to this day, my age means nothing because I still train. You know what I'm talking about? You want to come at me with the hands and feet? Let's do that too. You want to wrestle? Let's do that too. You want to play football and tackle? Let's do that too. You ain't winning. No way with your boy. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm just not one of these big niggas that just be talking. These big muscle heads that just be talking. I does what I does when I does it. You understand what I'm talking about? And I keep training just to make sure I'm ready for these punk ass little young niggas out here to think that this gonna get the ups on me. If you ain't ready to die, don't fuck with me. Because I'm ready to kill. And I'm ready to die. I'm not one of them niggas that just, I'll kill you, but I'm not willing to die for what I believe in. Oh, no, I'm willing to die, but I'm just as willing to kill. Telling you, I'm not a regular nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You got to be dangerous out here. You don't go around looking for trouble, but if trouble come your way, boy, you better be ready to end that shit real quick. You understand what I'm talking about? But I don't want to get thrown off the topic, off the subject. You know what I mean? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm not trying to get thrown off topic here. All right. Where we at? Okay. I'm trying to see where I left off in the comment. Okay, H. Davis. He says, yeah, that's crazy, Go James. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, let me get down to the lecture in hand, y'all. I'll come back and read all the comments. You guys comment down there. I'll come back and read them. But I don't want to lose my viewers by reading every single comment. You know what I mean, listeners? Telling y'all about stress. So I left off with number 4. Number 4. See, I'm kind of working my notes in my head. You know what I'm saying? I got them like scantily written down, whatever, but I'm also working on notes in my head. But let's go to a fifth way that stress can fuck with your mind, your body, your spirit. If you're a woman, it can throw off your menstruation cycle. Yeah, it can. I wrote that down. Now, I got that from my wife, strictly from her. I didn't know that had nothing to do with it. She was like, yeah, because it's a part of your body. If you're stressing, it can throw off a woman's menstruation. So ladies, I know it ain't no ladies really listening right now. It might be, but if you have a lady at home, try not to let her stress because it can throw off her pH balance. It can throw off her menstruation for the month. Well, she was supposed to go on the 10th. You looking to get some ass. She was supposed to go on the 10th. You looking to get some ass. She going a little earlier than that. And she's probably on a little longer, bleeding a little harder. So we got to protect our queens, man. Make sure that she's not stressing so her body can regulate the way it's supposed to. Number 6, it can lead to fertility problems. You're trying to have a child, man or a woman. You're trying to have a child, trying to have some little mini-me's running around. Don't let stress fuck up your sperm count. Don't let stress fuck up, her ovaries or whatever the case may be. Stay stress-free, especially if you're young. There's just no reason to be stressing about nothing. If you want to put out, populate the world with more yous, you know what I mean? You want to build a legacy for yourself, make sure that it begins. Stress or lack thereof is the epicenter of everything. Make sure you're not stressing about nothing. Remember, stress begins in the mind. It begins in the brain. So if your brain is locked, stock, and barrel with your body, everything else is going to move and flow with rhythm. You know what I mean? So make sure that you're not stressing about nothing. All right. Number 7, stress. It can lead to, just speaking of fertility, it can lead to a surprise pregnancy, something you didn't plan for. In other words, it can lead to something you didn't plan for. That's another tidbit my wife threw at me. Like, because, you know, a lot of women, they get pregnant under stress, but then that's a higher chance for them to miscarry the baby as well, because stress can lead to a miscarriage. That would be like a number 8 type scenario, whatever the case may be. So once again, stress can affect the body, not just a man, but a woman, anybody. Stress can affect animals. Stress is just not good. God didn't give it to us to be stressful. You know what I'm saying? He wanted us to be easy, so to speak. You understand what I'm talking about? You see, I got here my notes. Some of this I'm gonna freestyle it because I've only scantily written down a few notes. Everything else is in my head. It can make you more susceptible to illness. It can weaken your immune system. Stress can compromise your immune system. If your immune system is compromised, guess what? Now you're sick. So now it leads back to the first couple I named. If you're sick, you're eating bad. You're not eating good, or you're not even eating at all. If you're too sick to get up, you can't work out. You can't exercise. Once again, and then when you're sick, you're usually in a dreary state. You're usually under the covers, sleep all day, laying down, and a motionless body is not good. That leads to stress in and of itself. Guess what? That's directly bad on your heart, directly bad on your lungs, directly bad on your kidneys. So a compromised immune system keeps you sick, makes you not be able to want to do anything. And that further enhances the stress factor. It can temporarily delay an illness. Temporarily. Now, what I mean by delay an illness, that sounds good, right? Oh, delayed getting sick. Oh. No, that's not always good. Your stress levels can be so high. Your stress cortisol levels can be so high that you can be sick with something and don't even know it. And then the minute you calm down off of that stressor or whatever the case may be, the illness pops up. Look at it like this, for those of y'all that don't understand what I'm saying. Look at it like this. Let's say you've been having trouble with your car, right? Check engine light comes on, yada, yada, yada. You pull down the code for the check engine light. Check engine light says that you have a track sensor code or whatever the case may be. So you figure, if I fix the code, everything is cool, right? But see, wrong. Here's the problem. The problem is that check engine light's been coming on for 3 months, but it's only pulling down one check engine code. Light's been coming for 3 months. So you get one code, you fix the track sensor or whatever the case may be, and then something else goes wrong on the car. You know why? Because you ran it in that state for so long without taking care of the issue at hand first. Now it led to another problem. It led to another problem because the minute you fix the situation and clear that code that didn't pop up with the original code first is now popping up now that you done fixed the first problem. Now here comes another problem out of nowhere. That's a delayed response, ladies and gentlemen. Well, your body acts the same way. If you're too stressed about something, maybe you're moving around. Maybe you're working too much or working too hard you're trying to do everything to self-medicate the stress or whatever the case may be, that you're putting off something, that your body is putting off something, holding off something because you keep moving. Once you stop moving, next thing you know, here come that stress factor out of nowhere. Just hit you like a ton of bricks. And shout out to my damn brother, my little bro, and damn DJ, Lakers in 5. I'm glad that you can join us this early morning at 2:40 a.m. at Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to DJ, man. Hey, look, check this out. I don't give a damn what time it is in the day, right? As long as DJ ain't sleep, he gonna come up here. I don't give a fuck where you are. You could be broadcasting from Egypt. You could be broadcasting from space. You could be broadcasting from hell, heaven. You could be broadcasting from the toilet. I don't give a fuck. I don't care where DJ is. If he's up and he hears you online, that nigga gonna pull up and at least be like, yo, what up? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? And I know he's here. I don't even have to look and see if his name is in the comments. You know why? Because every time DJ pops up, my damn viewership goes all the way up. It'd be 3 people watching me, right? Before DJ come up, now I got thousands of motherfuckers watching me. Thanks for the views, DJ, and thanks for the views. I'm probably gonna get a couple subscribers just because that guy showed up. That's how much of the man he is. I know he get tired of me blowing him up, but I'm gonna keep doing it until the day I die. You know what I'm talking about? Because when we on his channel, he do the same thing for me, and I ain't nowhere near as big as him. Pause. Yay. Wait, hold on. That didn't sound right. Y'all get my drift. Shout out to DJ. Go over there and subscribe to Lakers in 5 right now. You understand what I'm talking about? It's the off season for basketball. Nothing really to talk about when it comes to basketball. But anytime something comes up, or if he has a topic on the Lakers or whatever the case may be, you want to talk about the goddamn best Laker channel on all of the internet? I kid you not. Go over there, man. You're going to hear some fire takes, some fire content. He got perks over there. You got chances to win money. He got merchandise over there. Hey, man, look, listen, go on over there and subscribe to Lakers in 5. Go subscribe, go like, go join, go sub. Don't cost that damn much. I promise you. You go over there and get you a $9.99 membership, like your boy got a $9.99 membership. That $9.99 per month. That's only a little bit over $100 a year. That $9.99 per month can get you millions. That's why I'm rich now. I'm rich because of my 2.5 years over there on Lakers in 5. I'm telling you, I'm always winning on that wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, go subscribe to my little brother right now before H. Davis get mad. You know what I'm talking about? He said, for sure, I'm at work. You know how he does this? Said nothing. DJ just woke up. He said, for sure, I'm at work. I know DJ at work. H. Davis said, I will be at 6:30. Oh, man, you got to get some sleep, nephew. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, where did I leave off at? It can temporarily delay an illness. Yes, like I said, you fix one stressor part of your life, something else pops up in your body because you're moving around. As long as your body's in motion, you might not feel an illness coming on. I remember when I had COVID, and my blood type is one of the hardest blood types to get COVID. But when I got COVID, I didn't even notice I had the motherfucking shit. It felt like a goddamn cold because I kept moving. But the minute I sat down, I got sick as a goddamn dog. Not that sick. I was only sick for 2 days. Sweating like a dog. Couldn't lift the goddamn. I'm usually working out with my dumbbells, 105 pounds. I couldn't even lift the mother. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I was just doing reps yesterday. What the hell? My wife said, hey, take one of these COVID tests. Hey, boom. She got one from the hospital, took COVID test, bam, had COVID. I was like, what? I didn't get all the shit the other guys got. My brother, that nigga was damn near dying. I'm like, what the fuck are you calling me from the hospital? Hey, bro. I'm like, what the fuck are you calling me from the hospital for? I got COVID. I'm like, damn, nigga, it's that bad? Yeah, I can't taste, I can't see, I can't smell. Nigga, all COVID did was tickle me. I'm like, what the fuck? Either I'm built out of some type of primordial, soup mix or something, or I don't know. But that shit didn't affect me like it affected other motherfuckers. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, man. I don't know. Motherfuckers just built differently. You understand what I'm talking about? Lewis says, happy Father's Day, DJ. Yeah, absolutely, DJ. Happy Father's Day, bro. Happy Father's Day, man. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says, salute, big bro, DJ. You know what I'm saying? H. and Davis is laughing at me. I don't know what I said funny. You understand what I'm talking about? Go James said, ain't about to let that motherfucking Reeves stress me out because he won't leave LA. No, definitely ain't about to let him stress me out. Man, I'm like Bernie Mac. I'm going to kill him kid before I let them kill me. You know what I'm talking about? DJ says, appreciate you, Lewis. What's up, Chris? You know what I'm saying? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to DJ. That came from your boy, DJ. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on to a number 10 way. Stress can affect your mind, body, spirit. It can trigger such health issues such as shingles. Shingles is not fun to have, y'all. I never went through it, but one of my sons did. Shingles is not fun. If you've ever had chicken pox, or I want y'all to remember this, if you've ever had chicken pox, you are already at risk for shingles. We've all had chicken pox. I know I got them. I had my chicken pox when I was 7 years old. Okay. And the reason why stress can build up, can bring up shingles, because your immune system is already weak. Everything, your immune system activates whatever. If there's a small something going on inside you, anything that's foreign. Stress receptors is foreign to your body because we wasn't meant to be put up under stress. So when you're put under stress, anything that can be enhanced or brought forth will be. So remember, if you already had chicken pox, shingles is already in you. It can come to the forefront if you keep stressing. Once again, just like shingles, stress can cause cold sores. Why? Stress levels get high. Blood, you're not able to, your immune system is compromised. Anything that's popping up on you, if you're subject to breakouts, you will break out like a motherfucker because the stress levels going up. Stress can cause acid reflux and lead to ulcers. I know that to be true. I deal with GERD now. You know what I'm saying? Gastric esophageal reflex disease. It's just good. It's like I can't eat spicy foods. You eat food, some foods, it'll come up. It's like a burning sensation coming up through your throat. That's not good. Doesn't feel good. It's not fun to have. So you got to be careful. Stress, once again, it weakens your immune system. So all these different things that can ail your body can just pop up. And then you'll think it's popping up out of nowhere. But remember, sickness is already in you. It just lays dormant because your immune system is strong enough to fight it off. Your red blood cells and white blood cells are strong enough to fight off most bacterial infections and most viral infections or whatever the case may be. But if stress comes into play, stress can affect your T cells, it can affect your blood cells. And then if your blood cells are affected, they can't fight. Look at them like your line of defense. If they're getting killed off or if they're in small numbers, here comes stress pulling even more smaller numbers in and compromising your immune system. Next thing you know, you sick from all different kind of shit. And they'd be like, oh man, damn, that shit happened out of nowhere. It didn't. It was building up in you. It was just laying dormant. Got to watch out for stress. 13, it can mess. Number 13, it can mess with your gut function. How can it mess with your gut function? Once again, stress can actually stress can change the trajectory of your DNA temporarily. If you were okay eating beans before, but you stressing and then you go to eat some beans, it's gonna fuck you up. It may only fuck you up that one time. You may go to eat it tomorrow in a happier state, and it may not. But it can weaken your immune system and it can weaken your gut. So now you can't eat anything. Everything you eat is gonna fuck with you. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. 14 on my notes. 14 on my notes. These are just body things. It can fuck with you. It can ruin your nails. Once again, what are your nails made of? Keratin, protein. If your stress goes up, it starts eating away at your immune system. Everything in your body that's the building blocks to your body, the calcium in your body, the keratin in your body, the biotin in your body, the anything that's in your body that helps build your skin, your nails, your hair, all that shit. You see about people stressing out, losing hair? Well, your hair is made from the same stuff that your nails is made from. The same genetic makeup your nails and stuff is made from. So, of course, it would do that. People can stress so bad to pull your hair out. Or your hair starts to lose pigment and then you gray early. Look at JJ Redick this season. Lakers stress him the fuck out. That nigga went full head of black hair. By the end of the season, that nigga shit was gray. Remember Obama? When Obama when he first got into the White House, got elected, that nigga was all black. Next thing you know, salt and pepper, now that nigga all the way gray. Now people might be like, oh, just because he's 60, 65 years old. No, that nigga was 65 years old when he came in. When he came in 2008, Obama was what, 47? 47 years old? That's not that old. His shit was black. He comes in, yes, we can. Let me say this. And next thing you know, now that nigga sitting his ass down, and that nigga head is white like somebody beat him over the head with a bag of flour. Don't let stress fuck you up. I'm telling you, it'll age you. You know I don't stress about a goddamn thing. Look at how old I am, and I look like I'm y'all niggas' age. I'm telling you, listen to Big Hunk. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell y'all ways that I use to help calm me down in stressful situations. Stress can lower your sex drive. I know that to be true. There's been times where I've been stressed out, having a long day at work or whatever the case may be. You know, you just going through it. Nobody's perfect. You're going through it. You don't want to do shit. I don't give a fuck. Wife can have fucking some sexy ass lingerie on. Here, baby, come. Yeah, I got your favorite. I got some sour apple edible drawers on. You come eat them off. You know those edible underwear that's like fruit roll-ups, but they're made into like the shape of lingerie. And you be like, oh girl, you normally to turn you on, but now you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to fuck. You don't want her touching you. You don't want to do nothing. Nah, baby, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hungry tonight. Come eat these drawers off of me. Not tonight. You know, let's try again tomorrow. It can fuck with your sex drive. Not just for niggas, women too. It can fuck with your sex drive. You fuck with your libido. Please don't let stress fuck with your libido. You got to have a healthy sex life, especially if you're married or in a relationship. You got to have it. I'm not saying you got to do it every day, but it is important. It is important that you have a healthy sex drive, because if your woman got a higher sex drive than you do, and she wants it, sometimes you don't give it to her, that's gonna stress her out. If you got a high sex drive, and you horny, she won't give it to you, that's gonna stress you out. You see how stress ties into everything, no matter which way you cut it, ladies and gentlemen? You can't stress about nothing, I'm telling you. It can fuck up your sexual function. Okay, it fucks up your sexual appetite. Okay, I'm not in the mood. Now it can fuck up your sexual function. Women ain't gonna get as wet. Nigga ain't gonna get as hard. You know ain't nothing wrong with you. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do this, I don't do that. I took a goddamn honey pack. That's not gonna do anything. That's topical. Stress is fucking up your mind. And remember, everything is in your mind, including a woman getting wet and dick getting hard, including an orgasm. All that's in your mind. If your mind is riddled with stressors, guess what? You can't perform. We've all been there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't lie and act like you haven't. We have all been less than our stellar selves. You're like, oh, baby, I'll get you back next round. I didn't mean to finish in 3 minutes. You know what I'm talking about? And maybe it's just me. I'm not saying that I do it all the time, but I'm just saying sometimes, you know, I ain't as, up as I want to be sometimes. It's all, wait, hold, pause. Wait, hold on. You know what I'm talking about? I gets mine. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't that wrong with me? I gets mine. Don't worry about your boy. You know what I'm talking about? But you got to be careful with that. Stress, it can fuck with it. Stress can elevate your blood pressure, but y'all already know that. Stress can elevate your blood pressure. And if your blood pressure is elevated, guess what that puts stress on? See, here goes stress again, no matter which way you cut it. Elevated blood pressure puts stress on your heart. It puts stress on your brain. It puts stress on your kidneys. It puts stress on all your body parts. You have high blood pressure, you're more subject to a cardiac arrest, some type of cardiac event, heart attack, whatever the case may be. You have a high blood pressure, you're more subject to a cerebral event, like a stroke. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit, asymptomatic stroke or some shit like that. Or you're susceptible to temporary blindness, anything. That's how much of an impact stress has on your body. That's why it was important for me to do this show. And I was prompted to do this show by the death of my cousin. That dude should not have died the way he died, in the manner by which he died at 50. I don't care if he had already had a heart defect that he might have been born with. It shouldn't have died, just linked over and just died. No. So I'm doing this show in his honor. I got to make sure. Now, listen, something is going to kill us. Nobody's going to get out of this world alive. We all got to die from something. But God damn it, if stress is one of the things that could take you out of here, my job is to help you alleviate that shit out of your life. We're black men. We're already stacked up against the buck. We already got natural high blood pressure because of the foods we eat. We don't need stress compounded. That's why niggas ain't making it to 60, 70, 80, no more. And if you do make it that long and you a nigga, you blessed. Ladies and gentlemen, it don't always have anything to do with how big you are, or how much you eat, or what you drink. I know motherfuckers, my grandfather Major, that nigga lived to be 88 years old. All that nigga ever did was smoke and drink. My other grandfather, Melvin, that motherfucker died at 90 in 2023. You know what he did? That nigga drank, smoked, but he also swam like a goddamn fish. He swam up until he had his first stroke at, 75? He swim. He taught swimming. He was an avid swimmer. This nigga swim in the ocean. And I think that that's part of the reason he was in such good shape when he was a young man. That's part of the reason what caused him to help him live and be 90 years old, even though he smoked 2 packs of cigarettes today. I'm talking about the Marlboros. I'm talking about the long ones, the long brown ones that y'all don't remember because y'all too young to remember, but they stopped making them in like 83. But there used to be these long-ass Marlboros I used to see him smoke. What the hell is that, Grandpa? That's a cigarette. He used to call them cigarette. That's a cigarette. I'm like, what the hell is it? Cigarettes is white with the little brown tip. Like, yeah, nah, they all kind of colors. It was a long brown. It looked like he was smoking a long ass blunt. The motherfucker was like 9-10 inches long. I was like, God damn, what the fuck is that? And it was a Marlboro. He smoked 2 packs of those motherfuckers every day in the 80s, every day in the 90s. And then nothing was wrong. And then he drunk this liquor called Clan McGregor. Go look up Clan McGregor. He drunk that shit. You talk about rock gut. That nigga was a tough motherfucker. I was like, God damn. No wonder I'm built the way I'm built, because my goddamn came from my damn grandfather. That nigga was crazy. And he started to be like, yeah, I'm going to live till I'm 100. He made it to 90 and he checked up out of here. And I think he checked out of here because he got tired. Not because there was anything wrong with him. I think he just said, fuck it. World ain't getting no better. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck it. I'm just ready to die. And he just laid there and just went to sleep. My goddamn grandpa. And shout out, happy Father's Day in heaven to my dad and my grandfather, Melvin Cornell. You know how he does this. You understand what I'm talking about? 18. Well, I say it can increase your heart attack. I got this written down in my notes, but that could have came off the top of the head. It can increase your risk of a heart attack. Why? Stress levels, cortisol levels go up. You can gain weight off of stress. Gaining weight, it can weaken your heart. Next thing you know, walking somewhere, kill over. Oh, shit. Or you be like fucking Red Fox. I'm coming, Malona. Elizabeth, this is a big one. Oh, Lord help me. I'm coming. You know how he used to, And it's ironic. Red Fox, how he used to fake the heart attacks on Sanford and Son. Do you know he was doing the show with Della Reese in 1990 or 91, I believe it was. Show never aired. It never aired. It only aired on select cable station, whatever the case may be. But he actually, that's how he died on the set. The cast and crew remember him from all his pranks doing that shit on Sanford and Son, that when he was actually doing that, they actually thought he was just faking, playing around, and he was actually having a heart attack. Look it up. I remember reading an article. Look it up. 1990 or 91, whichever year he died on a set of doing the show with Della Reese. Look it up. You got to be careful with stress. He was dealing with a lot of stress because at that time the IRS was making him bankrupt. He owed the IRS a lot of money. Thank God for Eddie Murphy stepping in and helping Red Fox, and then a couple other people stepped in to help Red Fox in his last days. Get a little bit of money, but he was, man, Red Fox, one of the greatest, man. Rest in peace, Red Fox. You know what I'm talking about? It can fuck with your respiratory system. Your breathing. Stress can affect your breathing. How do we know that? Usually if you're stressed, you're angry, you're upset about something, your breathing automatically changes whether you know it or not. That's not a good thing. That means it's fucking with your lungs. What controls your respiratory system? Your lungs. What controls your lungs? Your brain. Stress. Your brain is the epicenter. Your brain is your life force. Your brain is the epicenter of your body. If your brain is fucked up, the rest of your body can't function correctly. That's why when you hear a medical term, that person's a brain dead, they don't have defibrillators to jump your brain back. It would take a medical miracle or a spiritual miracle for somebody to restart proper brain function. Brain activity. That's why when you have a cardiac arrest, you have mere minutes to get blood pumping back to the heart. Because if blood doesn't pump back, doesn't start pumping from the heart back to the brain is going to believe the body's dead. And the brain is going to begin the process of shutting down every single organ in your body. If you don't believe me, look it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a doctor. I'm just married to one. And I just know my goddamn shit. Look it up, ladies and gentlemen. And see, this is shit I know niggas ain't gonna look up It don't have the benefit of being with a physician or whatever the case may be. That's why your boy, your cousin, your uncle, your brother is bringing you the knowledge and wisdom and understanding so you can get an understanding as to what stress, how dangerous stress is. It's worse than junk food, worse than smoking, worse than drinking. Stress will kill you. It has killed more motherfuckers than probably anything on the planet Earth. Stress is the epicenter of most diseases. I'm telling you, most diseases begin with stress. If it ain't mucus, mucus is the center of all disease, of all sickness. But stress is the epicenter of it. If you stressed about something, you're already affecting your organs. Trust me. It can fuck with your metabolism. You go eat 3,000 calories. Oh shit, man, I can run and burn it off. Well, guess what? If you're stressing, ladies and gentlemen, you ain't doing no exercise. Didn't I say that 30 minutes ago? You're not doing no exercise. So you can't burn anything. And that's gonna fuck with your metabolism, especially as you get older when your metabolism slow down anyway. You gotta be careful with stress. I can't stress that enough, pun intended. You understand what I'm talking about? It can lead to obesity. What did I just say, goddammit? What did I just say? If you stressing, you don't want to work out, so your metabolism slows down. If your metabolism slows down and you don't want to work out, you gain weight. And if you gain enough weight, you will become obese. And guess what? That happens, ladies and gentlemen. When you become obese, the more obese you become, it starts to put pressure on your kidneys, your lungs, your reproductive system, your skeletal system, your endocrine system, your respiratory system, heart, lung, kidneys, spleen, bone structure. It can fuck with you. Be careful of stress. It can make you moody. Of course it can. If you're stressing about something, somebody say, hey, man, good morning. Have a nice day. Man, fuck. What's good about this morning, man? Fuck you. I'm talking about my son got shot. I'm tired. The job missed the day of my paycheck. My wife just left me. She fucking my brother. That ain't shit to be good. What's good about the morning? Yeah, I'm talking about every time I go to the mail, it's just bills. It ain't no motherfucking money out there, no check. It's just a bill. And guess what? That's gonna cause more stress because now they're complaining. Complaining causes stress, and stress causes complaining. Got to make it make sense. Got to make it make sense. Got to have an understanding of the danger of stress. A couple more I got written down, and then I'm gonna tell y'all ways that I work on my stress and what you can do to work on stress from even coming into your atmosphere. Okay, it can cause depression symptoms, or it can aggravate depression. So if you're already feeling down about something, now you're stressing about that situation that you're feeling down about. Now you're even more down. And if you get too down in the dumps and you don't have a strong family background source to help you, or a strong spiritual or religious source to help you, or if you don't have a strong woman in your life or a strong dude in your life, then here come thoughts of suicide. And sometimes you'll go through with it because it's too late for you to get any kind of help. You're already too far gone. Or sometimes you can pull yourself back from the brink. Somebody strong enough in your life will help pull you back from the brink. Be careful with those moods. Stress can cause seizures. Why? Once again, stress levels are high. Your adrenaline is already high because you're already worried about something. You're stressing about something. You know, adrenaline's high, your worry factor's high, or it might be too low. Next thing you know, seizure, that's a brain activity. What did I say a minute ago? It fucks with your brain. Brain is the epicenter of all stress. It can contribute to early onset dementia. Once again, another brain situation. Stress can cause confusion. It can cause you to tell, hell, I've been so stressed out about certain situations. I've been confused about, yeah, where I put my keys? Babe, where I put my keys? She like, Major, stop. I gotta find it. I'm gonna be late. This is a $10,000 job. She, wait, hold on, stop. What you telling me to stop for? Girl, I gotta find my keys. She said, open up your right hand. The motherfucking keys is in my damn hand. I'm stressing. So I'm gonna be late. I'm losing out on a 5-digit contract. And the keys is in my goddamn hand. See how she was able to handle that? Having somebody strong in your corner helps. Trust me. It can slow down healing of a wound. You cut yourself weeks ago. Goddamn, how come the fuck I ain't healing? Well, because you stressing about something. Remember, weak immune system or otherwise compromised immune system, stress level causes everything in your body. Your body was built to heal itself. Can't heal itself properly if you're stressing. It can increase your chance of type 2 diabetes. Why? Once again, if you stress, you're eating the wrong things, not exercising, putting on weight. Cortisol levels are going up. You're not checking your blood. You're not taking care of yourself, so you can't tell where your A1C levels are. You're not checking your blood sugar. Of course, type 2 diabetes can come into play. And type 2 diabetes, we all know that can affect that can affect your nervous system. That can affect your respiratory system. It can affect affect your, it can give you heart disease. It can bring your blood circulation is fucked up. Poor blood circulation. Not get to a certain body part for too long. Guess what? Now here come an amputation of a body part. All because of stress, enhancing and aggravating that situation. It can cause headaches. Of course, stress can cause headaches. We've all had those stress headaches. You got different types of headaches: pressure headache, stress headache, cluster headache. We got them all. But stress is the epicenter of everything in the mind, in your brain. So of course you're gonna have a headache. That's the first thing you're gonna feel if you're stressing, especially if you're stressing too much. It can fuck up your hair. Well, if it can fuck up your nails, it can fuck up your hair. What did I tell y'all earlier? If you're stressing, the building blocks that keeps your hair growing strong the way it does, unless you're genetically just follicularly challenged, you should be growing a head full of healthy hair. You can't do that if you're stressing. Shit gonna fall out or it's gonna gray. It's gonna lose its natural color. It's gonna gray earlier than it should. You can feel dizzy, feel jittery. Once again, adrenaline pumped up. Everything, your cortisol levels is jumped up. Everything is jumped up on you. You're hopped up. So it's almost like a false energy. You know what I mean? Like drinking way too many energy drinks or too many Coca-Colas or whatever the case may be. But you're jumpy, but you're stressed. Oh my God, what am I going to do? It's like the sense of impending doom is coming upon you. That's stressful in and of itself when there's nothing going on that you need to be stressed about. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I was able to get down. But do you get the point? I could go on forever about how stress can affect you, but I think I've covered everything on your body, everything in your mind, your spirit. Now, let me show you some solutions. Stress relieving solution. Have sex. Fuck, bust a nut. Even if she don't get off, even if he don't get off, go dig in some guts, fellas. Ladies, go get that vitamin D. It is important. As a matter of fact, vitamin D, the actual vitamin, is important for maintaining your stress levels. Trust me. You want to take magnesium as well. Magnesium complex, magnesium taurate, magnesium citrate, magnesium bicarbonate, magnesium glucinate. You take all magnesium. I take 12 different forms in one pill. Make sure you get your magnesium. Make sure you get your vitamin D in. Your vitamin D3 and your vitamin K2. You got to take that together. Remember, take D3 and K2 together. This ain't a vitamin show. I'm going to tell y'all about the vitamins on another show. Might do it tomorrow if y'all are good enough. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all like and subscribe to my damn channel, which is if y'all newer coming in, please like and subscribe to this content. I talk about everything from life to sports to sex to religion to whatever it is that you want to politics, whatever you want to talk about. I am a wealth of knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. Come use some of my 5 decades of this knowledge and stack what I'm telling you up against any other literature out there, and you'll see I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm never going to tell y'all something I don't know about. I don't have to study this stuff. It's just innately embedded in me. And I'm just waiting to put that knowledge out to everybody else, just to make sure that you have it for yourself. Okay? But having sex, try having sex. Have more sex. Sit down, talk to your partner about it. Hey, babe, we should do this. Sex ain't always got to be penetratory. Sex is different things. Foreplay, role play. Have a healthy sexual relationship. That in and of itself will relieve stress. Get your cortisol levels where they need to be. And build your libido. Also, take a little vacation. You don't have to go to the Bahamas or anything like that. Just take a vacation away from the house. Go to SeaWorld. Or I like how DJ take his family to SeaWorld. Every now and again, he go to SeaWorld. Go to Disneyland. Go to Magic Mountain. Go do something. Wherever there's an amusement park in your community or in your area, go. Hell, get out and go to the movies. Take your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband. Take them on a date. That can relieve stress. That can relieve stress. Reading can relieve stress. Listening to music. I'm not talking about Tupac. How do you want it? Kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, stab a nigga up. I ain't talking about that. Listen to something that's soothing. I like to listen to classical music in my free time, believe it or not. Listen to some Mozart and some Beethoven. Listen to guys like that. Some Gaillard. Listen to guys like that. You understand what I'm talking about? To get those stressors down. Meditation. Now, these are things that I do. I'm naming all the stuff that I do that works for me, and it has worked for other people I've told about. Meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, let me show you a basic, easy way to do it. Make sure you don't have to be in a dark place. If you can get to a dark place, fine. But make sure that you're somewhere where it's completely quiet. The only noise you should be hearing is the ambient noise that's going around in nature. So if you hear birds chirping outside or crickets chirping in the grass, whatever the case may be, that's natural. The natural creaking of your house pipes or whatever, that's cool. But make sure you get somewhere where there's no human sounds, human voices. Make sure you're around motherfuckers that's not farting, talking, spitting, cussing, none of that. Get somewhere and get you in a situation where it's peaceful enough for you to hear your own thoughts. Close your eyes and do it too, because when you close your eyes, you can try it now. Try this as an exercise. Keep your eyes open and focus on what I'm saying. You will hear me. Of course, you'll hear me clearly because it's audible to you. You got ears, you can hear me. But if you close your eyes and listen to me, watch how much more clearer you hear me. Try it right now. I'm talking. Y'all hear me, right? Got your eyes open. You hear the regular tone of my voice. That's Major voice. Major got a loud, powerful voice. Close your eyes. Now you can hear and rest on every single word that I'm saying. It's almost calming, isn't it? Try it. Try it with anybody. If you're talking to your girl, close your eyes. Listen to her. If you're talking, close your eyes and listen to yourself. You can hear your own inner thoughts. Trust me, it's powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, the mind is powerful. The thing, you can heal yourself from the ground up with your mind. If you believe that you're sick, you're going to be sick and you're going to stay down. But if you believe that you can overcome sickness, I'm not saying that sickness isn't real. It is. It exists. But if you believe that you can overcome sickness, you can overcome that shit. If you keep saying, oh, I got a cold, I'm just going to stay here on the couch and drink my Theraflu. Oh, my God, this is a miscarriage of justice. Or if you say, you know what, I know I got a cold, but I'm about to get my ass up and I'm about to walk around the yard. I'm about to get my ass up and go out here and get some of this natural vitamin D, the sunlight. I'm about to go out. I'm about to go in there and make me a real good chicken soup. I'm about to get up and do this. I'm about to get up and do that. Because guess what? You telling your mind, yes, I know I'm sick, but God damn it, I ain't down for the count. I'm up. And watch how much faster you heal than if you would have just lay around spitting up in a bag or trash can or something. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen. If you believe you are sick, if you believe you're going to lose, if you believe in this and believe in that, that's what will happen. But if you believe the opposite of whatever it is negative that you're thinking about, you will get it done. The only reason I'm able to still do what I'm able to do and keep my body in shape the way it is? Because I believe that I still can. I believe that I'm still the best when it comes to protecting motherfuckers out here. That's why I command what I command. You can't give me no bullshit. No, I'm going to give you the best. So what that dude is 35 over there. He don't know what I know and where to go, where I know where to go. He don't know it, but I do. You got to have that confidence in yourself. Part of relieving stress is being able to have the confidence to know that you can relieve stress. Matter of fact, you'll be so confident that stress won't even enter your mind in the first place. If stress don't enter your mind in the first place, ladies and gentlemen, you can't get sick. You know, I ain't had a cold in 2 years. Not because I'm not around I'm around probably more human beings than anybody, for the most part. And there's been people cough around me, sneeze around me. You know what I do? Yeah, or if I cough or sneeze, I put my face in my elbow, put my face in my inner elbow, and I cough or sneeze. But I walk right through the mist. You know why? I don't walk through saying, damn, I'm going to get sick. They've been coughing and throwing up on his aisle. No, I walk through and not worried about it. I'm walking through that aisle to go get what I need. Okay, I got my can of mushroom soup right there. Okay, boom. I'm not even thinking about the fact that 3 niggas just coughed around me. You got to make your mind, you got to have the mind of a steel trap, ladies and gentlemen. You ever heard that term, having the mind of a steel trap? You got to have the mind of a steel trap. If you don't have the mind of a steel trap, then your mind is going to be wood, plywood. And you know how weak plywood is. You can take your pinky and punch through it. You got to have the mind of a steel trap. You got to have the willpower. You got to have the willpower of an anchor. I will stay down. I will anchor this boat. I will. You know why I will do it? Because I have to. It is my job. I will protect whoever my assignment is. You know why? Because it's my job. And I'll do anything to make sure that my client gets home safe. If I got to kill you, if I got to put you in the hospital, if I got to break your arms and break your legs and poke your eyeballs out, whatever I got to do to make sure that my client is safe, I'm going to give my client the bang for his buck. That motherfucker is paying me $30,000 to make sure he gets out of this alive. He picked me because I'm the best. Guess what? Guess what? If you paying me because I'm the best and you want to be confident in my abilities, I'll make sure that air doesn't touch you. Air won't touch you. If you got all white on, you're going to have your white is clean and crispy. When you come around me, guess what's going to happen when you leave my presence? I'm going to make sure that motherfucker don't have a dust particle on it. Because I will shadow you. I will cloak you. You will never get touched. You got to believe in yourself. Stress can pull that factor away from you. Stress can take that armor of belief off of you. Meditation. More sex, drink water, more reading, more music, more time alone. And I'm talking about positive music with no words in it, just instrumentation. Some time alone. You ain't got to go out of the house. You can go in the bathroom. I got a man cave. I could be in a man cave. My house is big enough whereby my wife is upstairs somewhere. I'm downstairs. We far away from each other. She could be talking on the phone. My house is so big. I won't even hear her. And she won't hear me. If I don't feel like going out there in the cage or the garage, the cave or the garage, my ass is in the living room. That's my domain. She only comes, every time she comes down is if we decide to have a little family night or whatever the case may be on the couch and we Netflix and chilling for real. Other than that, shit. I be doing my thing. She be doing her thing. I don't stress her out and she don't stress me out. And when it's time for us to come together, oh boy, do we come together. That's how my little nigga was born in January 24th of 2026. Because Big Cuzzo, your big brother, your uncle, I still gets it in. You understand what I'm talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, don't let stress fuck you up. Don't let stress fuck you up. Now, so those are the things that work for me. Hope they work for you. If you forgot anything, come back and listen into the show later. You know how he does this, or listening to it after after it finished airing. Right now, let me go up here to the comment section. Let's see who showed up for your brother. You know what I'm talking about? Let's do this. Let's do this, because I got to get ready to go. I'm back on the road. All right, where we at? Okay. Left off with DJ. He laughing at Chris. He said, ha, ha, ha. You know, I'm talking about DJ. Lewis says, I had COVID 2 times. Hey, man, you got to be careful, nephew. You know what I'm talking about? I know you like those Randy's donuts late at night. You got to be careful. You know what I'm talking about? H. Davis says, right, go James. Austin Reeves not stressing me out either. Hell no. I would not let that white boy stress me out. I take him out first. You know what I'm talking about? You know, accidents happen over here in Los Angeles, California. There's too many freeways where they won't happen. You understand what I'm talking about? If I see Austin right now driving on the freeway, there's no telling what I might have to do. And Laker girl might have to hold me back. You understand what I'm talking about? The Go James says, I don't even know what I had at the time. They said it was COVID though, but I went with it. Yeah. Never know. HD said, facts to the max. You know how he does this. OMG, Chrissy, what the fuck? She says, yo, LOL, what up? What's up, OMG, Chrissy, a.k.a. Amanda. You know how he does this. Appreciate you. Long time no see. Thank you for showing up to the show. And Steve Go Shoot. Salute. Rob Pelinka gonna kill me if he doesn't make the right decisions. Nah, I'm gonna kill Rob. I ain't gonna let that white boy stress me out. I ain't gonna let motherfucking what's that nigga name? Rob Lowe stress me the fuck out. And fuck him. You know what I'm talking about? And DJ says, what up, Amanda? He says, what up, Steve? You know what I'm talking about? Steve says, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Yes, once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know what I'm talking about? OMG Chrissy says, happy Father's Day to all the dads. Yes, I second that motion. You know what I'm talking about? Steve Goshu says, hey, DJ, happy Father's Day. You know how he does this. OMG Chrissy says, hello, DJ. OMG Chrissy says he died in 1991. I'm assuming your father died in 1991. Rest in peace to Amanda's father. Mine died in 96. Rest in peace to all the fallen fathers that have gone on to be with the Lord. You know how he does that. Rest in peace to them. You know what I'm saying? Thank them for their services. If not for them, we wouldn't even be here. So shout out to all the dads, living and deceased. Steve says, yes, sir. I realize at 40, if I don't learn how to start dealing with stress a lot better, I'm not going to be here long. When I stress, I can't sit down. I have to stay worked and busy. It eats me alive. Come back to the early part of the show, and I'll tell you how that affects you. You got to see, once you stop all that, then that stress will eat you. You have to do those techniques I showed you at the end of the show. Try those, and I'm telling you, it'll work out for you. Steve Goshu says, yeah, I need better ways to deal with stress. Anybody want to talk to me about it? You can always hit me up in our back caves, or you can ask me any kind of questions. I don't have time here, but you can always come back on my channel, ask me questions, however you want to do it. And then I'll answer any questions or go back over anything that you might have missed here. Or just feel free to go back to the beginning of the show and just listen all the way to the end. Very entertaining, very informative. Steve says, yeah, I need to get them. I never took none of that. Yeah, got to get it going, man. The bandwagon is in the building. To what do I owe the honor of my cousin from across the street, the one that I'm always asking spices from. You know what I'm talking about? Last week it was brown sugar. Tomorrow I might go ask Cuba for some white pepper. I don't know. God damn it. He got all the spices over there. I don't understand. The bandwagon says the bandwagon got to get in them walls. The wife about to get it, man. Yeah. You know how he does this, tell her to open up. You know what I'm talking about? The bandwagon. Shout out to the bandwagon for showing up. You know what I'm talking about? Ray the Twan says, I like it when you call me Big Papa. Boy, the hands in the air if you a true player. Yeah, that was my Biggie Smalls. And shout out to Ray the Twan, ladies and gentlemen. OMG Christie said, oh, no, Red Fox died in 1991. Mine died in 93. Rest in peace to your pops, 1993. Amanda's pops, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, man. I miss my dad every day. It's been 30 days. Let me tell you, I tell you, you do not get over that People think, oh man, it's been this long, you should have got over by now. No. What you do is you live with it. You learn to live with death. You never get, I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. You never get over it. You just learn to get through it. You learn to deal with it. You know what I'm talking about? 30 years, Pop's been gone. 30. Mom's died in 2019, so both my parents are gone. I have nobody but my siblings, and I got y'all. You know what I'm talking about? If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't. My children, I don't think I want to go on. Not saying I'll go commit suicide or anything. I love myself too much to do that. But I'm saying I just wouldn't care. I would lose my flair for life. I would probably do some of the most dangerous shit on the planet because I already got that kind of mentality whereby I'm not afraid to die anyway, and I'm already living a dangerous lifestyle just protecting people the way I do. I really wouldn't give a fuck. If I didn't have a support system, friends and family and loved ones and people like that, children, I really wouldn't give a fuck about what happens. I wouldn't give one single solitary fuck. You have never met a person that don't give a fuck as less as I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm talking about? The thing that keeps me going is the good motherfuckers that I have in and around my life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't fuck with everybody, but if I fuck with you, you know I fuck with you until the day I die, until the day I'm ashes. That means you can't call me and expect me not to get my ass up. If you call me, I'm up. I don't give a fuck what time of day, night it is. I'm getting up. If you call me, Mage is coming. If anybody's in trouble, I don't give a fuck where you live at. I catch a flight. If you live in my town, in my city, in my state, I'm driving. You understand me? That's what I does. You want to talk about loyalty? You don't know loyalty like I do. You understand what I'm talking about? I get up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm used to it. I'm the last of those loyal niggas, the last of the Mohegans. You understand what I'm talking about? This generation ain't loyal. These motherfuckers will sit around, watch you get your ass beat, now tape it and go, oh shit, he's going viral. Oh man, look, he just knocked him out. No, nigga. If you fighting, we fighting. I'm jumping in. I'm from the old school. You understand me? If it wasn't for all my people, my folks, my loved ones, Mage wouldn't give a damn about nothing. I would live a reckless motherfucking life. Thank God that I got a strong support system around me. Because the shit that I seen in my life, ladies and gentlemen, what will scare me will kill you. Let me say that again. I told my kids this a long time ago. I said, you think you saw some scary shit? Name the scariest thing you ever seen in your life. I challenged both of them, my grown children. I said, name the scariest shit you seen in your life. And they named the scariest shit they seen in my life. My son said he seen a dude get decapitated. He seen the dude get decapitated from one of those gates coming down for the train. The gate came at the same time he was coming through. He didn't have a helmet on. He got his head completely taken off. The motorcycle kept going. That's what my baby boy said. My second oldest son said. My oldest son, he was like, he seen somebody get ran over by a train. I said, that's it? That's all you saw? They don't like the sight of blood. I said, oh, that's all you saw? Man, how about it? Have you ever drawn blood from somebody? Listen, if y'all can't stand the sight of blood, don't ever get into a brutal fight. I done been in some brutal ass fights, club fights and everything. I remember hitting a nigga. I hit this nigga so hard, I didn't even know it was possible to push somebody's chin back to their throat to make it as flat as their throat. I hit a nigga in his chin so hard. This nigga chin was pushed to his throat. That nigga didn't have, so in other words, he had a forehead, a nose, mouth, top lip, bottom lip, and his chin and his neck was connected. I hit that nigga hard. He couldn't even breathe. He like, sound like a Gog 3000. I hit that nigga so hard, I didn't know whether to laugh or call an ambulance. Goddamn, was I supposed to hit him that hard? Talk about a real head smasher. You know, but I was so mad, I didn't give a fuck. I pushed the nigga off the second story at the Hawthorne Mall. He landed on the car down below. I ended up doing some jail time for that. I didn't even give a damn. When I went to court, judge was like, do you feel sorry for what you did? And I said, no. If I get my hands on that motherfucker, I'll do it again. That's how cold-blooded I was. That's how I knew, hey, man, something wrong with me. I got to fall back. Telling you, man, I don't brag about this shit, but I'm just saying it for context. You know, thank God that I have a family structure whereby it keeps my mind straight. You know what I mean? Because I will go off the deep end. Oh my God, I'll go off the deep end. Just know that. So I don't want to live in that. That's not who I am. Today, father, husband, businessman. I like to do what I like to do. I like to make sure that my family is safe and happy. I like to have a whole lot of money, not to floss, but just to have enough money so that I could take care of my family and get them the things that they want. I have everything I need. I don't care about luxury stuff. I don't care about all the stuff that I can buy. I want to make sure that they're taken care of so that when I'm gone, they don't have to ask nobody for nothing. No GoFundMe, no car washes or nothing like that. When I die, you motherfuckers is going to be rich. I've been working my ass off my whole life to make sure that that happens. Because I don't want them to live the way I did. Coming up in the 80s was hard. And ladies and gentlemen, I lived all through the 80s. I'm not talking about I was born in 1982 and I only, no. I saw 1980, I saw 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, and 89. I lived all through the 80s. And by the time I got out of the 80s, ladies and gentlemen, I was a teenager, damn near a grown man. So my living through the 80s is different than somebody who was born after 1980, 82, 83. If you're born 1982, you it's not the same. You was 7 in 89. That's nothing. I'm talking about living all through that. I saw all of the 80s. I remember 1979 New Year's Eve going into 1980. I remember that. I remember the year changing into 19. I remember that shit. I remember motherfucking Dick Clark dropping the ball in 1979. He dropped. I remember it. I remember that, bro. Like it's fucking crazy. And I remember how the world was changing slowly. 1980 still carried the effects of the 70s. I think the grip of the 70s lasted in the 80s until 1981 or 82, early 82. After that, then the 80s became the 80s really in 83 and then going on to the 80s. But there was remnants. 1980 was really 1979, 78. That's the last of Generation X, 1980. If you were born in 1980, you're the last of Generation X. If you were born in 81 up to 96, you are a millennial. Different. Ladies and gentlemen, got to watch out for stress. DJ says, I think Amanda was talking about Red Fox. Yeah. She was talking about Red Fox. Red Fox, yeah, he died in 91. But yeah, just for those of y'all that don't know, I forgot the name of the show, but he was on the show with Della Reese. It was supposed to be a live show, live taping. And during takes, he had a heart attack and people thought he was faking because all his years of doing it, Sanford the Son, and he died. Look that up. 1991. OMG Christie said, yeah, never forget them. Never forget them. You know what I'm talking about? You know how he does this. All right, y'all. That will conclude my show. Thank y'all for tuning in to Major Level Entertainment. Once again, hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you are new to the channel, please go check out my other shows, my other content. I talk more than just about sports because there's not a lot of things going on in sports right now other than baseball, hockey, and soccer and all of that shit. Hockey. I won't be talking about a lot of sports unless something pops up with the Lakers or my Giants. You understand what I'm talking about? So I'll be doing a bunch of live shows. The next show I'll probably do is a show on vitamins and minerals, the ones that you need, the ones you should be taking, the ones that I use. Make sure that you tune in to that show. You know how he does this. OMG Chrissy says, take care, Major. Have a safe trip. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you for coming up to my show. I really do appreciate that. Thank y'all for coming up and spending time with your uncle, your cousin, your big brother, your boy, Big Major. On behalf of the Major Level Mafia, that's all, y'all. This is your boy, Big Major, the Godfather. Peace and blessings, y'all. And happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there.
Everything I do is major, and I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major, and I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major, and I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I